Hi, welcome back to Wasmer Field for our JV Race of the Week. This week, it's the 4x4. I'm Ben Radiff, along with Drew Galang again, and a new host in the studio, Pat Lippi. It's a pleasure to have you on board here, Pat.
Thank you, Ben. It is quite an honor to be here.
I'm sure it is. Down there, it looks like we have, who is that? Warren Harding in the gold?
Warren G. Harding.
That's correct.
And also we have a blue team, Cleveland Rhodes, Ignatius, of course, and that right there is Dale Gabor.
Dale Gabor.
Dale Gabor.
A leader in our school at just basically confusing the hell out of everyone.
That is correct.
All right. And at the, can you take us through the order here, Drew?
Yes, we have late entry Jeff Ford leading off in place of Ben Radiff. You were supposed to be in this race,
Our
weren't
own
you, Ben?
host, Ben, but he's here with us today. Thank God.
Yes, I am. I've come down with a little thigh tightness. I was hoping that someone could rub that out for me. After
So we have the
Jeff,
sophomore sensation himself, Jeff Ford, leading off. Then it looks like we're going to have Jack Miller.
No, you said sophomore sensation. You weren't talking about Tommy Laycock.
I'm sorry.
We have another
Sorry,
sophomore, Jeff Ford,
Got my
leading
sophomores
off.
confused. Jeff Ford is leading off. We've got Jack Miller, we presume, running the second leg. Vince Bartram running third, and Mitch Baum with the anchor leg today.
I do believe you mixed that up, Drew. I think Vince Bartram was very excited about being the anchor. Unlike most anchors, who are the fastest member of their team, Vince is a literal anchor. He will be the slowest.
He's like a rock out there. He holds the
That
boat
he
down.
is. That he is.
Well, I mean, to start off today, we have Jeff Ford. We said he's a sophomore sensation. We don't know many of his facts, but none of these guys have really been 400 specialists, have they, Drew?
No, that is correct. None of these guys have run a 400 in high school except for Jeff.
Jeff, although he... Oh, and we're about ready to get the start.
Guns
Drew,
up, Ben.
if you can have the time on this, that would be...
Dale Gabor has the gun. He might shoot it.
Everyone's very excited about that fact. And there it is.
All right,
Jeff with a strong start. Now Jeff, although he might be skilled at the 400, he's not good at, well, simply walking. Lately,
He's had several collisions
he's-
with walls and fences in the past 2 weeks alone.
he's gone to the emergency room twice, is it, in the past month? Once for running into a fence and splitting his head open, and once for walking into a door.
He did not see the glass there.
Yes, thankfully Mitch Baum was there to care for him.
Yeah, so Jeff's going to hand it off to Mitch here. We're quite a bit behind if I'm correct.
Oh, it looks like we have a second Ignatius team in this
Who is
one.
that out there?
With John frickin' Whitmore
Jay Witt.
running the leadoff leg.
Word on the street is that John Whitmore has a hot prom date.
She might be here today. We can get a camera angle on her.
I cannot seem to find her, and that's a handoff to Baum.
Mitchell Baum.
Did you get a time on that?
That was 57-58 for
57.
Ford. Now we have Mitch Baum running. You may know him from running a 4:26 mile PR at regionals last year and indoor at Geneva.
Now, pretend I wasn't a big running guy, Drew. How else would I know Baum?
Well, Baum is also known for getting pulled over for going 66 and a 35, so we know he's got some speed.
Wow, sounds a lot like Josh Cribbs, just far less of a salary.
Yeah, and Doc Gallagher, the cross-country coach, once called him the alpha male in this team, which is quite ironic because he drives a female car, the Honda Fit.
Wait, are you trying to tell me, Pat, you think the Honda Fit is a female car?
Yes, I am, Ben.
So he's coming in strong.
Coming in strong in third place, handing off to Miller.
With a 54 we have on our timers. Not a bad time for the third race of the day. Now Jack Miller also has a great mile PR, 5:25 at regionals. Also runs 2 flat in the 800 and was our top finisher at the state meet cross country this year.
Everyone knows Miller's running weakness, though. He's known to take craps in the woods and not wipe himself.
He's also known for having survived a staph infection after being lanced by a knife that was used to cut up a $4 steak at Joseph Badger Meadows at camp this past summer.
Word on the street, though, is that much like Baum's life-saving medical care to Ford,
Joe Arquillo
Miller was also saved by one Joe Arquillo, whose life-saving operation gave gave Jack a fighting shot.
Miller leads off in second place, makes up a big lead there.
That was a 54-55 for Miller.
54-55 to Vince, who hopefully...
Sure, we got any times on him?
For Vince Bartram, runs a 4:32 mile. Also ran 2 flat in the 800 last week. He looks like he's struggling to get this Warren Harding kid. Let's see if he can pull it off.
You know what else Bartram struggles with? Knowing which girl he wants to date.
We're not going to go into that now. That is off limits for this broadcast.
Keep it PG, Ben.
Yeah. Speaking of the Bartrams and females, his older brother, you may know, Nick Tom Bartram.
Wheels.
Wheeling and
Wheeling biddies.
Yes, he is.
Does anyone in this broadcast know any females that Nick Bartram's ever wheeled? I don't think any of us do. And that's a second place finish.
That's a solid second place.
That's a 55 for Vince Bartram.
Oh, and we're just joined in the studio by last week's mile hero, John Sullivan. John, any words for us?
It's great to be here, Ben.
Thank you, John.
It's great to have you.
Well put.
Well, as we
Anything
wrap
about
up
the
today-
race?
Yeah, any comments?
No.
Back to John.
I got nothing.
No comments.
No
he's
comments
he's a
today.
bright character.
Dale Gabor, any comments?
Dale Gabor, any comments?
No. Attractive female out there. No.
That's Taylor
Alrighty,
Swift, actually.
and that about wraps up our JV race of the week. The 4x4, St. Ignatius places second. Thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week, won't we, Drip?
Yes, we will, Ben.